Chinese, against the Americans. But when they emerged from those wars, they never adopted a posture of victims. Literally every family, home, trades in something. The ground level, they are traders in whatever, and the family sleeps on top. And each family has a rice paddy with one water buffalo. And today Vietnam is the third largest exporter of rice in the world. And how do we, as South Africans, we're grappling with how to find our national interests, common national interests. But how do we also deal with the national psyche and lift ourselves from, or liberate ourselves from the pathology of victimhood? Because victims never win. Victims never win. So if there's any takeaway for me, is how do we also address the national psyche and turn it into a positive attitude? Because, as we heard in sport, we do well, we celebrate, and we get united. The Springboks win the World Cup, and we're united and so on. How do we sustain that? How do we sustain that across all facets of life, as it were? When I was in government, in 2010, we were hosting the FIFA World Cup, and government systems were streamlined at that time to ensure that we dealt with crime. So there were special courts and so on. During that period, if you were a rowdy spectator and you caused one problem or the other, you would be apprehended within 3 days, tried within a week, and sentenced. And in government, we had, clear systems of implementation. And we kept on asking ourselves, how are we going to be able to sustain this? Because it was working. It worked. Where there was need for a new stadium to be constructed, it would be done within budget and the set timeline. But today, we take forever. There's no, no implementation and so on. So that's what I think we need to improve upon, to reintroduce methods that work and are effective, and do away with, lackadaisical attitudes. I remember a few years ago, I was in conversation with one of the ambassadors. I don't know, I won't say from which country. And the ambassador was saying to me, your public service is dysfunctional. And I said, no, it's not true. And he says, look, you have these public employees who live in the south and work in Pretoria. So in the morning, they want to be in the office ahead of everyone else because they must beat traffic. In the evening, afternoon, they leave before traffic, so they must beat traffic going home. And so he says to me, where is the teamwork in all of this? Because it's their own interest above the interests of the team. So these are some of the things that we need to get right, I think, in the state, because the state, in a sense, leads all of us. We may not be there, you know, in person, and it leads all of us, because if our state is not pulling through, all the efforts would be, you know, nibbling away from the problems, but never ever overcoming them. So we need a focused state, efficient state. Then the inputs from all sections of society will be funneled in one direction through the state and make us a winning nation. But colleagues, mine was really not to make any remarks, but to thank you for taking the time and for your wonderful inputs, and that we hope that like good, you know, organizers, we will be able to share the message and organize those around us wherever we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, former President, and thank you very much, colleagues, for your time and for your inputs. It's great to see the room still packed as it is, that these conversations are quite critical and important. Before we go for lunch, I just want to leave you with this quotation, one of my favorite quotations by my late father, and he had said, and I quote, "South Africa does not only belong to those who live in it, but it belongs more to those who love it," quote unquote. And I want to believe that all the colleagues who are here and those who will be there in October in Drakensberg are those who love the country and also love its people. And so where we are placed, all of us, may we continue to be activists, hand in hand. It is not either or, it's both together at the same time. May you please enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the afternoon.